Hello everybody. Just a quick little side note, and I do apologize about this, but I wanted to let you know I had to do some major editing on this video because it's been blocked worldwide. I'm trying to do my best to include as much as I can and keep it entertaining for you. And I'm going to try to figure out if there's a way for me to maybe upload the full video to Google Drive, and then maybe for people who are Twitch subs or something like that, you guys can get the full unedited version if you'd like, but those will never be public. I'm not going to, obviously. YouTube doesn't think it's appropriate, so I will not be doing that. I do apologize if this is not what you would like to see, but I'm very limited to what I can do. If you want to leave some comments down below giving me constructive criticism and telling me what you think could be changed or what you don't want to see or something, let me know. I'd appreciate it. It would actually help to figure out what you guys want to see. If you want to see the entire video itself, it's impossible because YouTube keeps on blocking it worldwide, so I can't upload it. I can't even try. So, but anyway, thank you so much for listening to me here, and I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. Hello, everybody. So, I'm continuing my Skylanders Academy review series. This is going to be kind of complicated to explain, but before we start reviewing the next episode, and it's going to be like you're going to be able to read the words right now, but in order to make this more interesting, and I'll explain why I want to make it more interesting in a minute, I'm going to flip this so that YouTube can't tell that it's Skylanders Academy, and there will be no sound, but at least you'll be able to look at something throughout rather than just a standard image, and that's the idea, at least. But here's this, and then here we go. So we are here on my other one, and if you look over here, it has 2,535 views. This is the only video with this many views, and probably the one that has the most likes, I'd say, and the only video out of all the videos that I have, at least as far as I know, that have dislikes, and most dislikes. And I get that some people don't like this video. I get it. I'm not going to be one of those people who are like, nah, no feedback, you either like it or you don't. That's why this comment is still here, is because it's right. This video, and I'm glad a lot of people liked it, and I was trying to review it, but one thing you have to understand about reviews is there's not a whole lot you can do. It's really hard to do a movie or TV review and make it wholly interesting without either having all this editing, slicing, and clips, or something like that, and I just don't have time to do that. So this is why from now on what I'm going to try to do is flip the video, and if YouTube can't recognize it, we're okay, and it won't be full screen either. It'll be in a little box on the screen, as you can tell. This might be full screen right now, but I'll make it smaller, and it'll be on like in a box on screen somewhere, so it's not taking up the entire screen, so that YouTube has a harder time telling. Because if I ever do get enough people to make this my job, I need to make sure that I can make money off of videos, and I want to practice at that. I don't think it's ever going to happen. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think it's going to happen, but I like to practice, and I want to find ways to make videos interesting in general, but I'm not going to break copyright laws, because it's a law. I'm not going to take this and I'm just going to put it on there and add my commentary to it, because there are review channels out there that don't even really do that. They have to, you can keep so much in, but by removing the audio and flipping it, I'm not breaking any laws. You're not watching the episode and listening to it. It's not like someone could come on here and just watch the entire thing and know exactly what's going on. And I mean, that's the whole point. But I also do not plan on having the entire episode on screen for you. I'm going to cut out non-important parts, and you're only really going to see the important parts. This is an idea, and I want to see, because this video the one on screen here did really, really well, and it was back in February of this year. It's not even been a full year yet, and it has over 2,000 views. Almost 3,000. How? I don't understand. But I am going to continue because I'm interested in doing this, and this really is one of my favorite series out there, and I really want them to continue it. So I want to share it with you, and I want to share my opinions with you. I kind of just threw it together and did it first go that time, but this time it's going to be a bit different. And I'm going to try to make it more interesting for you guys because I understand. It's not... It's true. This is a lame video compared to a lot of other ones out there. And it's not everyone's cup of tea. I'm glad a lot of people liked it. 12 people is a lot for me. I know, shocking. I'm glad a lot of people liked it, and I'm glad a lot of people watched it. But we're gonna try doing a little bit differently, and we're gonna see how it goes, and we're gonna see how people react. Because this right here, and these, it's just information for me to tell I have work to do. And I have to try to see how I can make it better. So, that's what I'm going to do. Try to make it better, and we're gonna see what happens here. So, yeah. We're gonna see what we can do here. But anyway, we're back here on Netflix. And I'm hoping one day they'll release this on, now. Nope. Oh, stop. I hope one day they'll release this on Blu-ray or DVD, because they're doing that with Netflix series now, and I would 100% buy this show. It's really, really good. Anyway, so, this episode is called My Way or the Skyway. I'm gonna have to, cut all that out. So, I'm gonna reread this, because I'm gonna have to cut that out. My Way or the Skyway is the episode title, and it says Jetvac uses a potential plumbing disaster, or as he would say it, plumbing disaster, to teach Spyro about the Skylander way, but they clash over Jetvac's strict rules and planning. If I don't, I apologize if I was overreacting there. I can't tell. It was really loud for me, even with my headphones on. So, yeah, jeez. Just wanted to make sure that you guys can't hear other things. So, that is really a basic summary of this episode. As well, what I did last time is I didn't watch the episode. From now on, I'm going to actually watch the episode before I start doing a review. That way, it will, hopefully be a lot easier for me to do a review on it. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So, and I know you're not going to hear anything. You're just going to have to go with it. It's just the way it's going to be. And I do like that Blizzard is involved with it. They must have done the animation for this. So, it starts off with...
Success. I hope it's our key and rope.
Oh, okay, yeah. I got it. I know where we're at. So, this right here is... Oh gosh, I forgot his name.
Different, but no less formidable. It is the
The leader here, I forgot what his name is. Master Eon. There you go. Master Eon is telling them about their mission for this episode. And that mission ends up being just the plumbing. And they're all kind of like, what the heck? Because they all go through and like, oh, you know, this villain, or these minor villains, we want to go fight them. But it's like, no, it's plumbing. And Jetvac's having trouble saying plumbing because it's a silent B, which I guess is their little way of saying, hey, here's your spelling lesson for this episode. It's plum-ing, not plumb-ing. The B is silent B. But Jetvac is telling him here about the fact that every mission basically counts. Every small one counts, even sometimes if that means doing a plumbing thing. They're there to serve the people of the Skylands. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're always going to fight an evildoer or something like that, which I feel is a very good message, especially to kids who watch this show. This is one way that messages can be brought to them, is through a show like this. So, and then here's the intro, but you already know that, so I'm going to skip that. And there is the title card. So now in this scene, basically what's going on is, as the description said, they clash over Jetvac's rules. Jetvac really wants to make a plan here, but Spyro's like, no, why don't we just wing it? This thing's about to blow up, and it could end up, you know, messing up the Skylands plumbing for a little bit, or Skylanders Academy's plumbing for a little bit, like a day, and people won't have water and stuff like that. Why waste time and just go ahead and deal with this fast instead of like trying to plan every little detail out beforehand? And I think in some situations, planning is necessary, and then in some it's not. And I apologize as well, because there's more noises in the background, and I don't want to get it caught on recording, so I'm going to kind of be silent here.
The pipe.
How do you think Spyro's doing?
You shall not pass!
Okay, sorry. Just one little bit something there. So, this is Spyro acting on his instant. He was talking to the other Skylanders, and he was like, you know what if I just go up there and, you know, poof, one fire, destroy the clog, everything's good. And that's what happened. But Jetvac really doesn't like that idea that he's supposedly breaking the Skylander way. And yeah, which will relate to something later in the episode. Now this here is Chaos. Chaos's side story in this really doesn't matter all that much. So I'm going to kind of be skipping over it most of this time. I love his side stories in the episodes, but if it's not the main story of the episode in reviews, I'm just going to kind of ignore it. I will mention it and I'll talk about it, but basically all this section is his mother coming in, telling him he needs to get a job, and then takes Glumshanks away. So we're going to go ahead and skip over that. Annie really wants the map to the core of light, so we're going to go ahead and skip over that right there. And now they're talking about Jetvac and how Spyro was like, he's probably just, you know, he just wants to teach a certain way, yada yada yada, that kind of thing. And then they hear a knock on the door, and as we're about to see, it's going to be Jetvac. And what Jetvac wants in this episode is he feels like Spyro kind of betrayed the Skylander way, so he is here to make sure everything is in spick-span condition for Spyro to make sure he doesn't break the Skylander way again. So he ends up, as you can see, bringing a suitcase and staying up in Spyro's room. And he gets upset about his gaming stuff, his bed springs, and stupid stuff like that. And then this is him getting a job. Something interesting about his, though, is this arrow. Probably one of the most interesting things in the episode. He doesn't realize he doesn't want to hold up the arrow and spin it, so he sits down and uses his magic to have it up. And apparently it has mesmerizing powers, so he mesmerizes these two to go get lizard gizzards. And he will use that later in the episode. And then Glumshanks here is checking to make sure he's not coming home, because Chaos's mother is actually nice, and they're just talking. And Glumshanks is really happy and whatnot.
Hey, yeah, we should come together. Let's be heroes in the night. Like spotlights beaming in the black sky. We can lift the darkness with our light. 'Cause everybody's in harmony. Harmony.
In harmony.